You have to wonder, is the South Pole some kind of extraterrestrial entry zone? Some kind of portal?
And he said, I think it was at least, Linda, 200 feet in diameter, a big hole.
It begs the question, unidentified flying object. We don't know their objects.
Has been evacuated.
What caused a mysterious blue light to spiral in the sky over Norway on Wednesday?
Natural anomalies, elusive entities, and unexplainable portals. Beyond this, our sky holds secrets that defy explanation. So, get ready for a glimpse into the extraordinary that will send shivers down your spine. After this footage, scientists might be able to prove the existence of wormholes. Somewhere in Texas, in the middle of the night, a man noticed something odd in the sky, so he grabbed his camera and went out for a closer look. He captured the astonishing sight of a swirling vortex of flashing blue lights resembling a wormhole right above him. As the footage spread like wildfire online, speculation ran rampant. Could this be the long-awaited evidence of wormholes, a gateway to other dimensions? And the experts, well, they were left reeling too, still trying to unlock the mysteries of the universe. Huge portal. A passenger was on a plane when he noticed something dark outside his window. He popped out his phone and started recording it. There was a huge, dark opening in the sky. And you know what was even more interesting? Something resembling a rocket was cruising toward it at warp speed. Now, after this video went online, people went crazy over it. They believed it might be a portal to another galaxy, and that the flying thing might be aliens going back after gathering intel. But then, of course, there were skeptics who said it was just a big, clever edit. So, what do you think it was? Shining cloud. In January 2024, Japan faced an earthquake, and this wasn't the same as before. Because after a natural phenomenon, this massive light popped up in the sky, and then again in the next morning. Japanese people woke up to see this weird ring of light just chilling up there all by itself in the clear sky. Naturally, people started freaking out. Some were saying it was an alien invasion, and they were connecting it to the earthquake like it was all part of some crazy extraterrestrial plot. Well now, that's a wild theory. But hey, who knows? Stranger things have happened, right? Strange rings. Let me take you back to 2022 in Ohio. It was just an ordinary day when a man was driving to his work, and he noticed something strange up in the sky. For a closer look, he glanced out the window and got the surprise of a century. There was some kind of smoky, circular, cloud-like thing floating in the sky, and it got him feeling like some ominous black spacecraft was about to swoop in and take over. And let me tell you one thing, the whole vibe was just off. Like seriously spooky, and he was left scratching his head, trying to make sense of this crazy event. Umi Bosu. On November 28, 2022, things got a little wild on Merritt Island. Out of nowhere, a massive explosion shook the whole place, and to add to this, there was this gigantic, ghostly Umi Bosu creature straight out of folklore. People whipped out their phones to capture the jaw-dropping scene. It was like something out of a Hollywood movie, leaving everyone scratching their heads. It was a scene that had everyone buzzing with questions and theories, trying to wrap their heads around this legendary appearance. Beaming UFO. Back in July 2010, this crazy footage was floating around the internet, and some people even swore it was the most real UFO they'd ever seen. And this mysterious object was hovering over Huashan Airport in China. And get this, The airport had to shut down because of it. People described it as this long, arc-shaped thing with bright lights along its body, and it was beaming rays in the area as if scanning for something. All the flights had to be redirected, and guess what? The whole thing caught the attention of media and authorities, and the incident has been under investigation since then. Route to Multiverse. Somewhere in Russia, a man on his hot air balloon spotted an epic sight in the sky, and he managed to record the scene. Up in the sky, there was something square right above the dense clouds. It looked something like a huge door. As the footage surfaced on the internet, people were amazed by this unexplainable phenomenon. Some said it was a portal to another dimension, but others brushed it off as a clever edit. Eyewitnesses, on the other hand, swore to see an actual portal opening. Solar eclipse.
That was a wreck.
In December 2023, a family in a quiet U.S. town experienced something like a multi-dimensional phenomenon. With the power out, the lady peered out into the darkened sky, only to witness a bizarre sight. The sky was behaving strangely. The lady of the house quickly grabbed her phone and started recording the eerie phenomenon. Something seemed to be drawing the clouds towards it in a swirling motion and creating a whole horror scene. Was it a solar eclipse gone haywire? A wormhole opening up? Or perhaps something even spookier? The mystery left the family and the entire town on edge, pondering the possibilities late into the night.
Yeah. There go our new planet.
Cuban UFO.
Esto es como un extraterrestre, algo así.
Back in 2010, a family in Cuba was having a good time in the park when suddenly they spotted something wild up in the sky. The man whipped out his camera and started filming, and at first, it was all blurry, just a big ball of fire. They thought it might just be a massive comet or something, but then, as it got closer, they realized it had wings, and not just any wings. It had this crazy rotating thing going on in the center. Well, let's just say people on the internet freaked out upon seeing this. Some said it was a UFO from another galaxy, while others were insisting on some top-secret military equipment. And the authorities? Well, they were just keeping tight-lipped about the whole thing.
Esto es como un extraterrestre, algo así.
Flying saucer. Recently, video footage went viral on the internet, which was filmed in 2005 in Italy. The camera captured a round, disc-like flying saucer. Initially, it was blurry, but it gradually revealed its distinct features, including visible engines as it zoomed in. The unidentified object stayed in the air for a while before zooming back out into outer space. Now, skeptics on the internet were saying it was all CGI, but many believed it was actually a flying saucer UFO that came down to Earth for a quick look and then went back. What do you think it was? Do tell me in the comment section. Sky sprinkler.
So we were driving down the Dempster Highway. I noticed just a blue swirl cyclone in the sky.
A couple was cruising down the Dempster Highway when suddenly they spotted this crazy blue swirl cyclone looking thing up in the sky. And let's just say, they freaked out. They thought they were about to get beamed up to another galaxy or something. The couple uploaded the footage and it soon went viral, triggering tons of wild theories from alien invasions to portals to other dimensions. But the mystery was solved by experts. They mentioned there was a launch a few hours before, and those rings, well, apparently, they do this thing where they dump their fuel.
I think what we're seeing is typically they will do a deorbit burn and dump their fuel.
And that was probably what they were seeing. Like the rocket was spinning and it created this swirly effect, kind of like a lawn sprinkler. Jesus in the sky. In one fateful moment, everyone's eyes were drawn upwards to the sky. And what did they see? A radiant figure with wings, glowing with otherworldly light, just hanging out up there like it was no big deal. Can you imagine that? The whole town was captivated and were unable to tear their gaze away from this majestic, angelic presence. And before you knew it, the news was spreading like wildfire. People were whispering of the angel's visit, and some were even shouting it was the return of Jesus. These speculations left everyone buzzing with excitement and wonder. The reality of that thing is still a mystery, but let's just say, it was a day they'll never forget. Devil Vortex. On a sunny day, people were enjoying the warmth of the sun, when out of nowhere, a dusty devil kicked up, swirling into existence. But that was not even the craziest part. Right there in the middle of it all, there was this dark, eerie figure being drawn right into the dusty line. It rose from the ground and went straight up the sun. Now, the internet went into overdrive, buzzing with theories and speculations. From witchcraft to supernatural forces, people were tossing ideas around like confetti. Experts even tried to give some possible explanations, but it remained a total mystery and left everyone scratching their heads and wondering what that thing was. What are your thoughts on it? Share them with me in the comments section. UFO. On the 29th of April 2007, an Italian couple was just having their meal in the evening when they noticed something strange. It was a dark, rounded figure hovering in the sky. They even zoomed in to get a closer look at the object. The video quality was not that good, but the object could easily be identified. It had all the features that a flying saucer might have. They were even amazed looking at the object. Now, the question is, was it actually a UFO? Well, the UFO experts were all mute on this one, but people on the internet were throwing different theories around. Some said it belonged to Area 51, while others suggested it might be some hidden technology. Strange UFO. Let's have another mind-bending footage. In 2023, a man sitting in his house noticed something strange outside his window. Grabbing his phone, he began recording what appeared to be a series of strange lights peeking out from behind the clouds. 3 circular lights were linked by a glowing circle, resembling the classic shape of a flying saucer. But what made it truly spooky was the way the object seemed to materialize and vanish, as if teasingly toying with the onlookers. There is a possibility that this was a perfect mirage playing with our minds, and if we let our imaginations go wild, then it might be evidence of extraterrestrial activity. Three suns. A guy from China whipped out his camera and caught something unbelievable. No, not 1, not 2, but 3 suns lighting up the sky. And it got even weirder. In some spots, people even claimed to see 5 suns. Crazy, right? Naturally, people started freaking out, thinking it was the end of the world and all that jazz. But hold on before you start freaking out, because the experts stepped in with an explanation. Turns out, it was just a rare optical illusion called a halo. Basically, sunlight bouncing off of ice crystals in the atmosphere created this mind-bending sight. So, no need to panic, folks. Just Mother Nature showing off her tricks again. Dragon's World. Let's witness one of the most realistic pieces of footage of a dragon. In 2016, this video surfaced on the internet, but its origin remained a mystery. On a foggy and overcast day, an individual had a shocking encounter when he noticed something flying in the sky. He whipped out his phone to capture the colossal beast. This dragon had an imposing appearance. Initially, it was glimpsed flying behind a tree, and then the dragon soared through the dark sky. Its wings were stretched wide. However, due to the stormy conditions, it vanished behind a veil of dense clouds after only a few seconds. Where did this majestic creature come from? And where was it headed? The answers remain mysterious to this day. Shenzhen Beast. It was pouring rain in Shenzhen on March 12, 2022. And during the downpour, someone spotted something totally out of the ordinary. You won't believe it, but it was the legendary Beast Titan. This massive creature popped up from behind the buildings like it was no big deal. Quick as a flash, the observer grabbed their camera and started recording. It was like something out of a movie. The sight of this mythical beast in the middle of a storm was enough to blow anyone's mind. Moments like these make you realize how wild and unpredictable life can be. flying triangle.
That's a weird cloud over there.
A man was cruising along the British roadside, just taking in the scenery, when suddenly something caught his eye in the sky. It was not an average cloud, it was this bright, triangular-shaped thing sticking out like a sore thumb. And it had got all three sides equal, just like a spaceship. People online were tossing around theories left and right. Some said it was just a regular cloud catching the sunlight in a weird way. But the person who filmed it swore that the sun was on the other side when he hit record. So, what was the deal? Extraterrestrial shenanigans, or just Mother Nature showing off her quirky side?
Very strange.
Alien act.
So here you can see, this is footage of a UFO. I guess they're calling them UAPs now.
In 2023, somewhere in America, there was this cloud just chilling in the sky, but it was doing some strange things. Out of nowhere, it decided to pull a disappearing act and fly away. And get this, if you zoom in, you can see some sparkling lights. The guy filming it was just blown away. I mean, this thing was hauling and changing direction like nobody's business. Pretty wild, right? Some netizens speculated it might be edited or something. But you know what? The experts analyzed this footage and claimed that it wasn't edited or anything. Maybe it was just a mischievous piece of smoke, playing some tricks on us.
I'm blown away by how fast this thing's going.
Alien entities. The residents of Switzerland were left bewildered by an otherworldly sight in the sky when one night some strange noises drew them outside, and they were welcomed by this: bright clouds with mysterious lights peeking out from behind them. But wait, there was more. Zooming in, they spotted bright dots descending from the sky, like alien ships making their grand entrance. Now, as the clips came online, netizens went wild. They all believed it was the definitive proof of extraterrestrial beings coming to invade us. There were skeptics too, who proposed it might just be a cleverly edited clip, nothing more. So, what's your take on it?
Wow! Oh my God!
Space Whirlpool. The Japanese telescope caught sight of a dazzling, glowing spiral over Hawaii, and people on the internet went wild over this. They started throwing theories of aliens paying us visits, but the interesting thing is that it wasn't any alien invasion. Turns out, that mysterious light wasn't some extraterrestrial visitor after all. Nope, it was just a shiny new satellite, courtesy of none other than SpaceX. And just like that, the cosmic conspiracy theories got a reality check. So the next time you spot spirals in the sky, don't be too quick to blame aliens. It might just be Elon Musk launching another satellite into the great unknown. Heavenly sky.
Look at this cloud in the sky. That's what I'm looking at right now.
Back in October 2016, something extraordinary unfolded in the skies over Camden, South Carolina. A man spotted a cloud that looked just like an angel, and he couldn't contain his excitement. Without skipping a beat, he whipped out his phone and went live on Facebook to share the incredible sight with the world. "You've gotta see this to believe it," he said.
Nobody will believe me if I didn't do this live, but I want you to look at this cloud in the sky.
In this way, he urged everyone to look up at the heavenly cloud formation. And boy, did they ever. Within no time, nearly 6 million people tuned into his live stream, and everyone was amazed by the stunning spectacle unfolding above. It was a moment of pure wonder and amazement shared by millions around the globe.
Look at this cloud in the sky. Is that not an angel or what?
Bizarre UFO. In Andropov Avenue, Moscow, a person was walking by when he noticed something bizarre in the sky. It was a saucer-shaped cloud, hovering ominously low. He started recording it, and then uploaded it to the internet. People were divided on this thing. Some were saying it was an edit, while others were suggesting it might be an extraterrestrial vessel disguised as a cloud. But there could be a simple explanation here. It's possible that it was all just a trick of nature. But what do you think it was? Were those aliens, or just a crazy natural phenomenon? Give me your opinion down in the comments. Lunar Bang. Back in 2022, in the middle of the day, something bizarre went down. A weird, pure white thing crept closer to the moon, almost like it was on a mission. Then, it collided right into the lunar surface, causing a massive impact. Crazy, right? And to top it all off, the whole thing got caught on camera. Now the big question, was it for a real, mind-blowing incident, or was it all just a super clever edit? The mystery is still up there in space, making us rethink what's possible out there in the great beyond. Crawl in the sky. A man from Ohio was out for a stroll along the roadside, soaking in the day, when suddenly his peace was shattered by an unexpected visitor. Just when the traffic noise wasn't enough to mess with his vibe, he stumbled upon something straight out of a nightmare in the sky. A colossal monster spider appeared out of nowhere, crawling ominously across the sky. It gave everyone quite the scare before vanishing into the clouds. Now, here's the million-dollar question. Was it a legit spider monster, or just some clever trickery? What are your thoughts on it? Tell me in the comments section. Door to heaven.
This looks like a portal, this looks like a door.
Yeah. On a regular day in July 2023, people were just doing their things, when suddenly everything stopped. What was going on? Well, turns out there was this door-shaped thing floating around, glowing like it was a scene out of a movie. Like, seriously, it was shining like the entrance to paradise or something. And you know what? People were losing it. They were all buzzing about, saying they'd stumbled upon some kind of cosmic wonder right smack in the middle of the city. It was one of those moments that makes you feel like anything's possible in this crazy universe.
This looks like a portal, this looks like a door.
Yeah. Descending UFO.
Someone want to tell me what that is?
In November 2020, on a regular afternoon in Canada, a man was just chilling out when suddenly he spotted something strange in the sky. Something was coming down, like a capsule out of a sci-fi movie, and the thing was throwing out flames like it was finding a good spot to land. The video went viral, and everyone was scratching their heads trying to figure out what it was. There was a possibility that it might just be another SpaceX experiment, but then those who saw it firsthand were swearing up and down that those were aliens. So, what's your take? Sci-fi experiment or close encounter of the third kind?
Someone want to tell me what that is?
Dots in the sky. A bunch of friends in San Diego, California were just chilling out on Monday night when they spotted something super weird in the sky. Up to 5 orange lights, all lined up like they were playing some cosmic game of connect the dots. People were scratching their heads, snapping pics, and posting videos on social media, trying to figure out what was going on. Some said UFOs. Others thought maybe drones from the local cops gearing up for a 4th of July show. But hold on, because the mystery was solved. Turns out, it was just some military flares being used for exercises. Crisis averted. Blasting UFO.
Bright light streaking across the dark sky. Was it a plane, a shooting star, a meteor, or was it possibly a UFO?
In 2015, people in Florida woke up to quite the sight one morning as they witnessed this bright light streaking across the sky, and everyone was shocked to see it. What on earth, or maybe not on earth, was that? Some thought it might be a plane, a shooting star, or even a UFO. But hold on, because soon this mystery was put to an end. Turns out, it wasn't anything out of this world after all. Nope, it was just a rocket launch from Cape Canaveral, blasting off with a fancy new satellite attached. So, no need to panic about alien invasions or anything. Just a regular space mission doing its thing up there. Heavenly Walk.
Somebody say something. Look at that hole right there in the sky. Look at that hole right there.
In August 2019, some residents of Alabama were observing the sky. Then, out of nowhere, they witnessed a sight out of a dream. In between the clouds, a massive figure appeared, strolling up a staircase like it was headed for the pearly gates. Everyone was wondering what they were seeing. Was it some crazy optical illusion, or was there something deeper at play? Some locals were convinced it was a sign of the afterlife, like someone's journey to eternity. But of course, you've got your skeptics who brushed it off. Either way, for those who witnessed it, it was a moment that'll stick with them, defying all logic and explanation.
Somebody say something. Look at that hole right there in the sky. Look at that hole right there.
Blazing in the sky. In California, a group of Angelinos witnessed something eerie looming in the sky. It resembled a massive rocket descending towards Earth, leaving them in awe of its inexplicable presence. But its consistent speed and an eerily different shape made them wonder if there was a possibility of this being an extraterrestrial craft. Soon, the experts took a look at this video and debunked all the theories. They explained this was the latest design rocket attempting to land back on Earth. I guess we should wait a bit before coming up with theories. Argentinian UFO. This footage will definitely make you do a double take. 2 decades ago, an amazing video was filmed by an Argentinian driver. He was driving his car as usual when he spotted something extraordinary in the sky. He popped out his camera and started filming the object. Behind the dense clouds was a huge, round-shaped thing. At first, he thought it might just be clouds, making a strange shape. But when he zoomed in, he found out it was not the clouds at all. It had all the resemblance to a flying saucer. Now, skeptics were saying it was clever editing, while others believed it was actually a UFO. Royston's UFO. A family was out for a peaceful camping trip near Royston, Hertfordshire, when they spotted something strange in the sky that brought their evening to a screeching halt. At first, they brushed it off as it might be some fancy airplane doing stunts or something, but upon closer inspection, they realized it was unlike anything they'd ever seen before. It was a 2-ringed airship, moving in circles, up and down, defying all laws of physics, and they captured it all on camera. Now, people were throwing wild theories from the peanut gallery. Secret government experiments, extraterrestrial visitors, you name it, they'd heard it all. So, what's your take on this cosmic mystery? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
I've never seen anything like it.
Dad?
Yeah?
Is that a road there?
Mysterious lights.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it a UFO? We can't figure it out.
In Las Vegas, a man from his rooftop recorded this strange sight. According to him, he was enjoying the night when suddenly he saw these massive, bright lights up in the sky over the strip downtown. They were bigger than any helicopter you had ever seen buzzing around. As the clip surfaced on the internet, people started wondering about those lights. Was it a plane, or could it be a UFO? The researchers even reached out to the Air Force authorities in Nellis, but they were clueless too. So, what do you think those mysterious lights could be? Blazing Tower. Do you remember that crazy fire at the Tower of London back in 2017? Well, turns out there was something even more wild caught on camera during the chaos. While firefighters were busy battling the blaze, a UFO zoomed past at lightning speed. No joke! When the footage hit the internet, people went nuts with theories. Some said it was some top-secret military tech, while others swore it was a legit UFO, maybe even connected to the tower incident, which only added fuel to the fire of conspiracy theories. But what really happened up there in the London sky that day is still a mystery. Jellyfish UFO. In Jordan, people were gazing up at the sky, and instead of clouds or birds, they spotted something straight out of a sci-fi film. It was like a giant jellyfish floating mysteriously above. Yeah, you heard that right! This massive, transparent creature had people and experts scratching their heads, wondering if they were seeing things. But nope, It was all real, and everyone was captivated by this otherworldly sight. It's not every day you get to witness a jellyfish in the sky, right? But there it was, defying all expectations and leaving everyone in awe. Whip in clouds. A boy was outside when he spotted something strange in the clouds. It was this mysterious light, slithering around like a snake or the end of a whip. Weird, right? And the craziest part? The thing couldn't be figured out where it was coming from or what was causing it. It just hung there for a few seconds, doing its thing, before it was gone. Now, this caused panic among those who witnessed it. Well, who wouldn't freak out at the sight of something so bizarre? Sometimes the sky throws us a curveball we can't quite wrap our heads around. Blazing rocket. In 2021, a group of friends was strolling around Russia when they spotted something strange up in the sky. At first, they thought it might be a comet, but it turned out to be some kind of rocket or flying machine. Suddenly, it exploded and formed this jellyfish-like pattern in the sky. They even heard the blast and saw clouds of smoke expanding and lighting up the sky. That was a jaw-dropping moment for them. After the dust settled, people were left scratching their heads, wondering where that thing had come from. But sometimes mysteries stay mysteries, as no official explanation ever came out from the authorities. Flying Dutchman. Have you ever heard of the legendary Flying Dutchman? You know, the one doomed to sail the seas for eternity? Well, brace yourselves, because it seems like we've got footage of it cruising along the shores of Spain. So, this local man was just chilling, checking out the coastline, when he spotted something huge in the distance, shrouded in fog. At first, he was confused by it, but then, after zooming in, he saw the massive sails, a full-on ship heading right for the coast. Now, as the clip went viral, many believed that it was just special effects. But if we listen to the locals, they claimed that it was the same ghost ship that was once cursed to sail forever. Angel's wings. A high school boy was walking alongside the road when he noticed a strange phenomenon in the sky. He took out his phone and started recording it. Up in the sky, there were some strange, colorful shapes popping behind the clouds. At first, he thought those were just strange cloud formations, but as he zoomed in, he noticed those shapes had different colors on them. Now, people on the internet started freaking out. They said those were the wings of angels, while others were insisting on just strange shapes formed by the clouds. So, what were those shapes? Angels, or just strange cloud formations? Now, it's time for an open discussion. There was this clip making the rounds online showing something zipping through the sky. Then bam! It took down a building and jets off into space. This sparked panic and everyone was shouting alien invasion. But hold up. After some digging, it turns out it was just a well-made video. No extraterrestrials wreaking havoc. So, crisis averted, folks. No need to start building bunkers just yet. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.